Wow, I have been playing without any of the sound on for fucking almost 3 minutes. Mm, da, 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 da. So, you could drain all this. We're gonna have to drain all this. I might as well drain all of this. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Da-da. I just fucking took a bunch of unnecessary damage. Okay. If need be, I'll push back this ice wall another 3 to 5 blocks. If this does end up being able to just get decimated by the TNT. Which will be very frustrating and annoying to do because there's a lot of water in spawn. But for the sake of the perimeter. Oh yeah, I still have slow falling potions on me from the last stream 3 days ago. Da, 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 da. The cat still doesn't have a name. The cat needs a name. Yeah, I completely forgot that I just removed my elytra. Um, we're gonna just slowly break this down, like section by section. Do, da, 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 da. Do, 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 ba, da. Removing the ice is very good idea. As one, I still don't know if ice. I've not tested like anything recently, so I have no clue if ice will turn into water when bombed. Oh, I can just drain that whole thing. It'll be fine. Okay. So now we've done that. I need to go around cutting down all of these trees around the edge. Or just plugging the holes fully, but I'm not plugging that hole fully. This tree's gonna just get cut down. Do-do, da-da-do. Do-do-do-do. Da-da-do-do, da-da-do-do. Ba-ba-da-do-do, ba-da-do, da-da-do-do, ba-da-da-do, da-da-do-do, ba-da-da-do. Okay. Okay. So this small portion of this lake is actually not too bad. There's also not really much in this small section. Until you get to here. Then you got yourself a full-blown fucking underwater cavern again. So it looks like we got 2 underwater caverns to deal with. So we have that portion of the lake. We have this river. We have the river connecting this lake with that lake. And then we have this whole lake. This whole lake does not seem too bad. Right here scares me. Yeah. This is not going to be fun right here. Do-do, do-do, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay. So, whatever notable points I want to mark out, I need to place an obsidian block. The notable points are when it changes from spawn chunks into redstone chunks, and when redstone chunks end. And then the other notable point would be spawn. Spawn's right there. The other notable point, other than that, is 0, 0. 0, 0 is very notable since it's literally the center of the world. Now, this right here scares me too. Another underwater cavern. It's not that big. Okay. We do take the opportunity to collect any and all magma blocks we do find in here, as magma blocks are going to be useful. Ah, you cunt. Do, do, do. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be laying down the walls, hopefully in every section that we're going to be draining. And then we're maybe going to be able to drain at least something today. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. It's this one right here. One second. Ba-da-da. Is this stone? I didn't mine any stone. Why is there stone? I'm very confused. Also, side note, when I opened up Streamlabs, fucking all of the sound alerts that hadn't been playing recently all went off at the same fucking time. Which is very, very loud and not something that I was expecting in the slightest. Boom. One, two, three, four, five. Another random, completely unrelated to anything side note. I feel kind of bad for the people that work at Mojang. Like, I get it. A lot of the people that currently work there are, like, infatuated with Minecraft. Like, if the studio or the people in the studio, like, ever wanted to make a game, like a horror game, or a fucking platformer, or a linear story, it'd be completely fucked. Because they can't make a damn thing other than what they currently have. Because it wouldn't, like, get any traction if it's not Minecraft. So, like, they're just kind of fucked for no reason. Like, as game developers, they are just fucked. They are completely stuck with one singular coding language with a singular game. And that's pretty fucking sad. I don't know. Like, Mojang is incredibly lucky and unlucky at the same fucking time. Being both lucky in the sense that they have it made for practically the rest of their fucking time being around. But they can't ever do anything other than here's a new Minecraft update or here's a new Minecraft spin-off. If Mojang wanted to come out with like a fucking story-driven horror game or like a roguelike that wasn't Minecraft related at all, I'd fucking support it. I think that'd be cool. But as of now, they can't really do any of that because fucking hell, they'll get no fucking support from anyone. Oh my god. So this isn't bad right here, but I swear I saw like another way down. Yeah, right here. This one's not that bad either. I just have to set it up so that it's escapable once it's all drained. I know that's escapable now. It is good enough. Also, frictional games is kind of like that as well. Kind of fucked, just like Mojang is. Because frictional games is only known for horror games. If they released a fucking survival game, it would fucking tank. Not because the game was bad or anything, just because, oh, that's not X, and you're known for X. Kind of like how if a mobile phone company, a mobile phone game company, phone game, whatever the fuck you want to call it, if one of them came out tomorrow with a brand new, never before seen, like, puzzle game or any kind of game for PC, no one would pick it up because, oh, it's just that company that makes shitty mobile games that no one cares about. So this is just another shitty cash grab. So people would just get backed into a fucking corner repeatedly. Like, either you make variety games, games of many different genres, or you make one game, get stuck by that game, like how Mojang did with fucking Minecraft, or the developers of Angry Bird did with Angry Bird. do, da da do, da da do, ba da do, do do, da da do. Are you kidding? This entire cave is in one fucking strip? It wasn't. It was one of the good caves. It wasn't gonna be too bad to clear. I remember the cave now. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I feel kind of bad because a lot of streamers that I see, or people on YouTube, like, especially the bigger ones, tend to be like, oh, I worked here, 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 and here before starting streaming, and blah, 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 blah. And, like, they always have, like, some mild backstory to themselves. Like, oh, I went to college for X, Y, or Z, and then I got this shitty job that barely paid minimum wage. Right? And then they're like, oh, and I've never used that fucking doctorate that I got in my life. It's always stuff like that. And then I'm just sitting here, like, I've never done a fucking single thing in my goddamn life. I literally woke up one day and was like, sure, I'll start streaming, why the fuck not? And ever since then, I've had this same exact outlook on streaming. I'd be playing the same games, doing the same shit anyway, so why the fuck not stream? The issue with that idea of how you look at it is fuck, I forgot. Something else popped into my head and then I completely forgot my train of thought. The issue with that line of thinking is that you'll eventually be like, well, that means that I can't play a game for myself. I just gotta stream it now. That happens with a lot of people. That happened with, I believe that happened with Markiplier and a few other people. Some people have completely quit streaming because of that, right? And I get it. I get the feeling. Yeah, you can play games for yourself. Nothing is stopping you from playing X, Y, or Z game because you want to play X, Y, or Z game. You don't have to stream 100% of everything you do. But the thought does creep into people's heads that if I'm not streaming this, then I'm just wasting my time because I could gain X amount of subscribers or followers by streaming this game or playing it for YouTube or blah 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 blah. Right? Which is bad. You should not think like that, whether you stream or not. And if you're a person that gets angry a lot, you should not be PvPing. Because if PvPing makes you fucking pissed, then it's obviously not the kind of thing for you. Games are supposed to be a fun pastime that makes you at least marginally happy. So sitting there being actively upset and pissing yourself off because your teammates aren't good enough or because you failed one fucking shot and died because of it in your fucking shooter, that's not good. I understand that people can get completely fucking upset by PvE as well, but it happens a hell of a lot less. And the non-PvP based rage that I typically see is typically from shit like Dark Souls and like Jump King. If you actively get upset, you just don't play those kinds of games. You're not there to get upset, you're there to have a good time. That's the entire point of gaming. There are people who play Dark Souls and Salt Sanctuary and Jump King because they actively enjoy the challenge, not because it pisses them off. If you're one of those people that actively enjoy those challenges, cool. Play those games. If not, don't. It aggravates me to no end to see people actively pissing themselves off. Because, like, that's just not why you play a game. People play games for a billion different reasons, and that is not one that you should use. People play games just to pass the time. People use it as a form of escapism. It's probably not a good idea to use it as a form of escapism, but people are gonna do it whether I say so or not. I have no influence over them, and why the fuck would I tell them they can't? I do it. I can't say you shouldn't use this as a form of escapism because that's just shitty. Because I'm actively using it as a form of escapism. Also, the end music sucks. It's so fucking quiet. That's what's currently playing right now, and I bet no one can hear it but me, and it's that quiet. I don't understand why people do many things. I don't understand why people play RTSs. But I only don't understand that because I absolutely despise RTSs. I've never found an RTS that I have liked. The closest I came to liking one was being able to tolerate playing Warcraft 3 for more than 5 minutes. Which is not good for a game. You should not be able to tolerate the game that you're wanting to play for more than 5 minutes at a time. Whoopsie. I'm just skipping the Ender Dragon music. It's too fucking quiet. Um, 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 also, another reason for me missing streams recently is trying to fix my sleep schedule, which isn't really a reason I shouldn't be missing streams because of that. It's just laziness. Me saying, I'm gonna stream at this time, and then that time comes, and then I'm just sitting there doing fuck all. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I need to get more ice, and then we can continue. I'll probably cut down two entire layers, two entire sections over here. I kind of want to learn how to design a game. I've really wanted to learn how to make a game for fucking ever now. I just keep putting off learning it because I'm like, I know that I'm not going to be good at it and I'm going to fucking fail repeatedly. Which should not be a reason to put it off and just never do it. Because if I don't ever try, I'll never fucking know if I can actually do it. Let alone actually be able to get good at it. Like, the same reason that I don't learn how to make a game, or that I don't sit down and try and force myself to learn how to be better at making pixel art, is the same reason why people why people who really enjoy playing Minecraft don't sit down and learn to build or sit down and learn how to do redstone. Like, it may be something you really want to do. You just keep on being like, oh, I'm gonna fuck it up a lot, and then you just never do it. That's oh god, fucking sucks. With the current tools at my disposal, Blender's free, so there's 3D models. I have a $20 paid program for making pixel art, so that's an easy way to get my sprite sheets if I wanted to make any games that would need them. Any 2D games. Right? And then I've got I have free access. I'm pretty sure Unreal Engine 4 is free to use, as well as 3. I don't think 5 is free. And then there's Unity and a bunch of other shit. There's a lot of tools that are free to use out there. If you need a sprite sheet, and you don't care if the program is only for pixel art or not, then you can literally just use fucking MS Paint. Like, I was talking to Misa, the person that made the 64X pack, and he said that you could just sit down and make fucking. You make your pixel art in MS Paint, because that's what they use half the time. Right? Uh, uh, Okay. So. I want to repair this pickaxe to full. We're gonna need it. I still wish that the armor trims were better. When only 2 of like 15 are good, then the idea is bad. The idea is good. The execution is bad. Like, I still don't understand how. I don't understand how a. Sorry. I don't understand how a. Piece of redstone, which is a literal dust, yet somehow this redstone dust can be used to just put on your armor as a trim. It's not a solid material, it's a literal fucking powder. I guess, yes, powders are solids, but they very easily fall off of stuff. Fuck, I cannot word. Right? So how is this powder sticking to your armor while you're flying around at fucking Mach 5? I don't understand. And then lapis is also not a material that I would ever expect to be that solid. Solid enough to keep its form when traveling at high speeds. Yet you can also trim with that. If I look in this chest here, you can trim with emeralds, you can trim with iron, you can trim with gold, you can trim with copper, you can trim with diamonds and amethyst, you can trim with redstone and lapis, you can trim with quartz and netherite. The only thing in this chest that you cannot trim with is obsidian and coal. Coal which is arguably sturdier than fucking redstone, is an item in which you cannot trim with. Iron and quartz, which quartz I would argue maybe you would do anything with that. But for some reason, quartz you can trim with. But, like, I don't think that you should be able to trim with it. You can't trim with glowstone, but you can trim with redstone. Both of these are dust. Neither are solid ingots of material that you're somehow forming into shape. Also, we are... Thank you, Mr. Farmer. Hi, Nay, how are you? Da, da, da. Anyway, we're waiting for villagers to restock so that I can repair my stuff more. Not all of that's cleared. Also, I should really be swapping my hoe into my second hand so that I can... I can buy pumpkin pie from you. Now I need you to upgrade. You now sell cookies. Alright. I'm trying to level up that farmer that's in the breeder section. Suspicious stews. Okay, you're now an expert into a master. You also now sell golden carrots. Golden carrots are by far the fastest way of getting XP. Just buying a fuck ton of golden carrots. It's really fast and really easy. You just need to wait for the first restock and that should fully repair everything we have. What I need to do once we start TNTing spawn and outward from spawn is I need to I need to start going and with a stack of obsidian on me at all times. We're also going to need blast resistance for armor eventually, both for charged creepers as well as increasing the size of our perimeter. The spawn perimeter is stage 1 of perimeter, and then there's going to be stage 2 through 10, which each stage past stage 1 is a spawn ring worth of destroying for the perimeter. Is a stronghold ring, yeah. We will be, however, going through and we won't be doing a stronghold ring. Like, we won't be doing the whole fucking thing at once. One, that would take forever. Two, that would just take forever. We need an improvement in flying machine technology to be able to fully finish the end goal perimeter. That, or it's just going to take years. So, what was it, 1.5 billion blocks in the area of the perimeter? That's not including the height at all. If we go with an average of it being around 43 blocks tall, which would basically be disregarding mountains entirely and only expecting to see a lot of major ravines. If we go with 43, then it would be almost 30,000 by 30,000 by 43. Then you calculate the volume of that, and that would be roughly, it would be more than that, but that would be roughly how many blocks would need to be destroyed for the perimeter. Okay, we need to wait. We have like 2 more cycles and then we're done trading the sticks. At this point, I just don't give a damn enough to clear the rest of the trees and spawn. I'll just work around them. We're probably going to need like 5 or 6 goes with the flying machine to get it down to bedrock. To be honest, the spawn perimeter is small enough that it could be dug by hand. I'd get a fuck ton of resources digging it by hand. But digging it by hand would be so fucking great. Because that would be like months and months of work. Of constant work. And most things that I can find underground can be obtained infinitely. The only thing that I don't think I can obtain infinitely is diamonds, which in fact aren't a necessity at this point, which kind of sucks. They're a necessity for these fuckers, the templates. You know what? I think I might swap out. So, if you guys remember from the pack that I've been making, the resource pack I've been making, it's got a bunch of different textures from a bunch of different resource packs and some shit that I made myself. Because I just wanted all the things that I like and none of the things that I don't like. Anyway, eventually it'll all be stuff that I made. Eventually. But there is a specific thing from Broken Anachronism that is in the pack. And it is a blueprint. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that I should repurpose the blueprint, which is an enchanted book texture for in Broken Anachronism and my pack currently, into the template. Specifically, the Netherite upgrade smithing template. I think that's a good idea. These guys are just not gonna fucking cooperate. So the reason why we have so many masons as well. So we have like 5 masons down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 masons and 1 up here. So we have 7 total masons. The reason why is simply because of terracotta. And I want to try and get the diorite and granite trades as well. Because I'm pretty sure I can get basically any material from the masons, except for deep slate. Deep slate, I think, is the only non-renewable mineral other than diamonds. Emeralds, as you can clearly tell, are infinite. Lapis is very much infinite. As you can get it from witches, you can get it from trading with villagers, you can get it from just having the hero of the village buff, you can get it infinitely. Redstone, also infinite. You can get it from villagers and witches again. You can get it all the same ways you can get lapis. And then, netherite is not infinite. Unless there's some shenanigans you can pull. But if there is, I'm not plugged in enough to niche Minecraft communities to know about it. Copper is infinite. Quartz is infinite. Lapis is infinite. Everything in here is infinite. Even coal and obsidian. The lowstone's even infinite. The only item that is not infinite is diamonds. And it is single-handedly the most annoying issue in the game. I'm unironically thinking of going to grab me a Haste 5 beacon, which is going to be a bitch to do because that means that I need to go into the nether, farm skulls for like multiple hours straight, and then grind out enough blocks of something. It'd probably be iron, because it's what, 2 stacks and 36 blocks worth. Can you use copper? I don't think you can use copper, but if you can use copper, then I'm set. I don't think you can use copper. I'm gonna double fucking check. Okay, the easiest thing that we can get for these is emeralds. The hardest that we can get, so as far as I'm aware, it does not include copper, which is very sad. It probably can't be made of copper because copper changes, and it'd be really annoying to have to deal with that because you'd have to wax your entire beacon. Eventually, I think I'm going to go for a netherite beacon because that's just such a big flex and I want it because it's funny. How many buffs are on a beacon? There's speed, there's haste, there's regen, there's strength. And there's regen. There's 5? And getting a penta netherite beacon would be nice. A complete and utter waste of time, but it'd be nice. We're not going to spend these emeralds because, well, why would I? I can use them next time I'm back here to repair my shit. We're waiting for one more refresh in their trades, and then we can leave. Wait, what am I doing? I need to go back. I need to go back because, ice? Wee. Okay. We go back to placing ice now. One, two, three, 4, 5. What am I doing? Am I high? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's the next one over from that. I must be fucking high. Also, another random thing I've been noticing recently that a lot of people have just been stopping streaming or doing YouTube and like giving no reason for it. They just disappear, which is really sad. My first introduction to streaming, the person that I fucking basically grew up watching on Twitch, he had like, I don't know, 10,000 he had like fucking 50,000 plus followers and got like easily got hundreds of people subscribing each month or close to it, and he just disappeared off the face of the planet. And that's kind of fucking sad. Like, people just keep fucking disappearing. No matter what community they're from, people just keep going poof. Gone. Just like that. With no warning or anything said. No goodbye, no nothing. I'm not gonna say the guy's channel name because I don't know exactly what happened. Yeah. But when I first found him, he was speedrunning Super Meat Boy and the original Binding of Isaac because the newer version wasn't out. He was really good at speedrunning those games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bum, bum, bum. It's really sad. And then one of the groups of streamers / YouTubers that I've been watching recently, I've already said it multiple times, is SR Assault Raiders. And they have kind of the same fucking issue. Like, people in their community just keep poofing, just disappearing. And then Mindcrack kind of dissolved into nothingness, quietly in the background. Like, slowly over time, any and all people that I used to watch on Twitch or YouTube have either completely changed or they just straight up don't make content anymore. Like, I used to watch Tabs. Tabs recently just came back to making content, even sparsely. Senzawa as well. Senzawa fucking poofed. Tabs poofed. And then they both came back. I mean, Senzawa arguably didn't, but whatever. It's just really unfortunate. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? Is that just like a happy little accident that happened because of the textures facing random ways? Anyway, it's really sad because I've just been sitting here the past few days that I've not been streaming, rewatching old content from these people that no longer make content or exist online at all. Like, my favorite mod for Minecraft was made by Eminif. Eminif fucking disappeared off the face of the fucking planet. It's like a fucking curse. Anything that I like, even slightly, just eventually disappears. I used to watch Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They haven't disappeared yet, but like their content is so drastically different. I used to watch PewDiePie. His content is... I stopped watching him years ago at this point, before he started playing Minecraft actively. I remember actively scrolling through PewDiePie's channel at like 2 a.m. and seeing him drunkenly posting a Minecraft video just to delete it an hour later. And it was probably the funniest video that's ever been on his fucking channel. Like, these people have changed so drastically. You don't even recognize them, even if you've been sitting there watching everything that they've made for literal years. Which is really sad. I get it. You can't do the same thing forever. Unless you're a psychopath like me. But like, it is just very unfortunate and sad that this shit just keeps happening. Like, someone summed it up really well. Someone was looking at Markiplier's newer videos after having not watched Markiplier for, like, literal years. I have not watched Markiplier since Markiplier beat the first FNAF 2020, whatever mode, right? That was probably the last video that I ever saw from Markiplier. And someone summed it up really well. It's changed so much. He just looks depressed. Like, I don't even remember what video it was that they looked at, but it's like really true. Not just about Mark, but also for like Jack and PewDiePie and all them. I generally do not understand the entire like YouTube sphere of things. I pretend that I do, and I say that, oh, I understand little bits and pieces. Little bits and pieces are really easy to understand. Things I don't understand are the older creators on YouTube and how like all the dynamics around that work and how viewers work around that. Because basically, in essence, here's a slight explanation of what I mean. basically, back in the day, PewDiePie played a lot of games with Cryotic and Cinnamon Toast Ken. Right? This was before PewDiePie like suddenly became the #1 most subscribed YouTuber on the platform. This was before he hit a mill. And then he also did stuff with like the RPG Minx and all that, which that channel's now defunct and dead because she moved to a different channel with her girlfriend. But like the RPG Minx, their channel is still incredibly small. To this day. Fucking like a decade after having, more than a decade after having actively played with PewDiePie on multiple things. And then Cryotic and Cinnamon Toast Ken's channels just completely and utterly stagnated. Meanwhile, PewDiePie became the single largest creator on the platform ever. It's probably not anymore. I don't know anything about the current like top people on YouTube, nor do I really give a damn to know. Like, after PewDiePie boomed into success, hell, before he boomed into success, Shmoyoho was making fucking shit like Jabba the Hutt and all these different music video meme things. And Shmoyoho is pretty big now. Everyone knows at least one of Shmoyoho's songs. Whether it be one of the PewDiePie songs, one of the Markiplier ones, whether it's a Jacksepticeye one, or if it's just fucking Damn, or whatever. The man's made a billion different things that were all like massive hits in popularity. But like, you get my point. The YouTube scape of things does not make sense to me. No one in the YouTube scape, none of the people that actually watch the videos, actually, sit down and look at the description or read the comments actively. There are people that actively comment. Those people are few and far between. There are people that actively, most, if not all people, actively ignore the description unless they're looking for something specific. Like, if someone's like, if you look in the description, you'll find the link to the Discord, or you'll find the link to all of the equipment that I use in my videos, like my microphone, my camera, all this shit, right? That's when people look at descriptions, is when there's shit like that down there. And they actively get told by the person in the video that it's going to be down there. If nothing is ever said, no one ever looks at the description. Even if something is said, people just won't look anyway. Right? So, it is somewhat understandable that doing collabs with other YouTubers, especially back in the early days, like fucking 2011, days, 2012, that the other people you're collaborating with wouldn't get that much traction from your channel. But it still makes no sense how the videos can have easily well over 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's this. It doesn't make sense that the videos can easily have well over 100,000 or a million views, and then the person that was collaborated with has less than 1,000 fucking subs, or like only 100,000 subs. Hell, I'm pretty sure Minx has on their channel, I think it's fucking what? It's not in the hundreds of thousands. I'm pretty sure it's only in the tens of thousands, if even that. The new channel that they're actively using, though, has even less. The channel that is linked in the old PewDiePie videos has less than 100,000 viewers, 100,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, the new channel has even less than that. And that makes no sense. At least to me. Like, how can you collaborate with the single largest person on YouTube and get less than a fraction of the subs that they have? Especially if you do it multiple times over the course of multiple years or months. Like, back in the day, before Markiplier and Jacksepticeye fucking jumped into the scene, at least in my head, the three, like, people that were the top of the food chain on YouTube were Cryotic, Cinnamon Toast Ken, and PewDiePie. And then Cryotic, Cinnamon Toast Ken faded into obscurity, and PewDiePie blasted his way to the #1 spot. It's really fucking weird. Like, it would be the equivalent of me collaborating with someone with, I don't know, let's say 10,000 subs, and me getting like 2 subs out of it. And the collaboration was going on for multiple fucking years. It's insane how little people actively look at that shit. And I'm very confused as to how that doesn't work. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. I don't expect much traction to my channel. There may be videos of me on those channels. I know that there's videos of me on one of my friends' channels. Maybe 2 of my friends' channels. And I know that there's VODs of me on some other streamers' channels. And I know that there's some real life footage of me on multiple channels. I would not expect literally anything to come of any of those. It would be obscene if they did, because all of that stuff was well before I started doing anything on YouTube. But it's still weird. I don't know. It's really weird, and it kind of pisses me off to think about. But I can say that all day long. Doesn't matter. Like, I can feel like Cryotic, Cinnamon Toast Ken, the RPG Mix, all of these people that got collaborated with people that were like 10 to 100 times their size. I can feel like they deserve more subscribers, especially if they have like a good personality and make good content. That's not going to change the fact that they're just not going to get those subscribers ever. There is no changing. Nothing anyone says or does will ever mean that they'll get the traction that anyone feels that they deserve. They don't deserve a damn thing. In 100% complete honesty, they deserve fucking nothing. If I went and collaborated with the single largest Twitch streamer right fucking now, I would not expect to gain 1 billion followers or subscribers on Twitch. The point is not to gain subs or follows. The number is a number. You can say X, Y, or Z deserves blah blah blah. Won't ever change anything. The big difference between those days back in the way back when I've the times in which I've been talking about practically all stream, not all stream, but you get what I mean. Those old days of YouTube. The thing about those is they work very, very differently than the modern YouTube era. You mention someone on modern YouTube, and whether it's positive or negative of that person, their channel will suddenly boom. That's just how it works. The issue with modern YouTube isn't that though. The issue is that even though the channels will boom just from like saying the channel's name, the issue is then that people will sub and then never watch anything. They'll just sub because, oh, the person that I liked watching said that they're good, therefore sub and I'll never watch a damn thing that this person ever creates. Right? That's the issue with modern YouTube. You can be the single greatest creator on the entire fucking platform. That means fuck all. It does not matter whether you have put in 5,000 hours of effort and forethought into like every single fucking video that you create. Like, it doesn't matter how good anything you put on your channel is. All it matters is what the little AI, what the little hamster running around in the wheel in fucking Google headquarters decides to throw onto the front page of YouTube. That is all that matters. Anyway, I'm gonna mention something. So, basically, I'm gonna explain my thought process and how I'm able to stream like nothing's happening. The main thought process, which I've been told that this is a horrible way to think, but hey, it gets me through the day. I don't think anyone who comes into my chat, anyone who comments on the YouTube, anyone who subscribes, or anything, I do not believe that they are people until I am actively face to face with them. I don't like being watched at all. I don't give a damn if I'm being watched via a camera or whatever. It does not matter. Right? So, to stop that phobia from making it so that I just can't ever fucking stream, I just make it so that no one's watching. If I'm just sitting here talking to myself, then I can't get freaked the fuck out by there being X number of people here. Which, yeah, it's a pretty horrible way of thinking. But I don't care. As long as it means that I get to do what I'm actively enjoying without having a panic attack, I think it's fine. Even if I'm in voice call with someone, those people are not fully people until I see their face. I don't know. Those people could just not be people. Those people could be fucking AIs. Who the hell knows? I sure as hell don't. Unironically, I 100% think that I would have a much easier time talking to something like Neurosama or ChatGPT than I would an actual fucking person. Because even if I make sure that I don't think of anyone as a person on the internet, no matter what, there's always going to be that little inkling of doubt. Meanwhile, I can be pretty much certain that those are not people. Like, if it came out tomorrow that Neurosama was just a fucking voice reading off lines of dialogue that Vidal wrote. Vidal, whatever the fuck you would call him. I don't give a damn. I would. That would be fucking far too much for me to handle. My thought process is probably why I very much despise role playing. Because role playing, you can't really role play with an AI to that big of an extent. At least if you try to, it'll end up being nonsensical for the most part. So if you're actively like ad-libbed role playing, there's so little room for it to not be a person of some kind. It almost has to be a person if you are actively role playing. And it is staying coherent for the whole time. And I can't get behind that. I can barely get behind it being something written by a person, let alone it being a person. my levels of anxiety are fucking through the roof. There is a reason why in the Discord the default general channel has only 15 slots. There's a reason why the channel that I hang out in most, the streaming channel, has only 5 slots. Any more than like 7 people is too many people. Oh my god, I'm out. I'm out of fucking ice already. But yeah, any more than like 7 people is like 7 too many. Like, I can be fine with upwards of 3, depending on how those people act. And what I mean by that is depending on their personalities. That's a very big factor. Because if those people are loud all the fucking time, then I'm not okay near those people, period. It doesn't matter how many there are, be it 1 or fucking 50. Right? I cannot tolerate being screamed at. Whether it's actively screaming at me or just screaming in my vicinity. It's not that it scares me. It's just an easy way to shut me down, and I don't fucking like it. Do, 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 do. 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 Anyway, I feel like I need to talk. I've already said that like a billion times. I feel the need to constantly talk, which is not good to constantly have that need because people do not like it when you talk over them. And feeling like you need to constantly talk makes you talk over people a lot. And yeah, if I can't handle being yelled at and I constantly talk over people due to the feeling of constantly needing to talk, then that's an easy way to get fucking yelled at. So it's just a fucking spiral. Doesn't matter. It's gonna get blown up later. Wait, that's a piece of iron. I got a piece of iron from a fucking zombie. That's pretty rare. And it's not rare enough to keep it, but... Anyway. Bum. Three, four, five, it's here. Anyway, back to this. Okay. Alright. We are doing well. My favorite piece of Pokemon trivia is that fucking Rhyhorn was the first Pokemon to ever be drawn. It's the most useless piece of fucking trivia ever. But it's so fucking stupid. Like, people would think that it would be something else because Rhyhorn's just. It's just a rhinoceros. Like, literally, it's just a rhinoceros. That's it. You would think that maybe it would be fucking Bulbasaur or Charizard or something. Something notable from the franchise. No, it's fucking Rhyhorn. But when you know that, it's pretty nice because then you can at least know, oh, well, at least Rhyhorn gets a little bit of the attention. It may not be a lot, but it gets a little bit for being, like, the first one ever conceived. And what I mean by that is, if you look at Pokemon X and Y, outside of your house in Pokemon X and Y, you have a fucking Rhyhorn. And that Rhyhorn is, I believe, a part of the story later on. I can't remember. It might not be, but I think it is. It may not get anywhere near the level of attention that the starters get or Pikachu gets. Pikachu is the mascot. Starters are like the staple. And then Eevee and the Eeveelutions are like the secondary mascots. Which is so weird because Pikachu, in my opinion, is so fucking it's so underwhelming that it just should not be it should not be the mascot. Eevee and the Eeveelutions are so much better. Like, they embody the entire point of Pokemon. Yet Pikachu, this little rat that people only care about because of the fucking anime that I've never watched and probably never will. For the same reason that I'll never watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! It's fucking stupid. The anime overall is fucking stupid. If it wasn't 100% Ash Ketchum all the time from fucking day one to fucking like 25 plus years later, then maybe I'd give it a shot. But that's all it fucking is. It's the same bullshit over and over again. The movies might be worthwhile to watch, but the fucking anime itself is not. Everything about Pokemon's fucking weird. Pokemon has one of, if not the most loyal fan base on the fucking planet. But on top of it having one of, if not the most loyal fan base on the planet, they don't capitalize on that other than to make money. They don't make anything that's worthwhile outside of the games. The games are fun to a decent extent, but the main series games are the same repetitive bullshit, kinda like the anime. If you could collect all of the Pokemon that ever existed in a single game, then that'd be cool. But you can't, because there are Pokemon that just aren't in some of the games. And then Manaphy's still, I believe, still locked behind you beating the GameCube game and then trading it over to a cartridge. And those cartridges are extremely fucking valuable because of shiny hunters. Because Manaphy doesn't have a normal shiny chance. Manaphy's shiny, whether it's shiny or not, depends on if you have the correct cartridge or not. So if you don't get a shiny Manaphy when you hatch the egg, then you fucked it. Because that Manaphy that you just hatched will never be shiny. Also, I'll be right back. Anyway, yeah. And this is the last little bit left of this lake. Anyway, Manaphy is like the single hardest shiny to ever obtain. Because that is like the only way that Manaphy has ever officially been released. So obtaining a legitimate Manaphy that was shiny is nigh on impossible. A fucking legit shiny Manaphy is worth a fuck ton. You could probably legitimately sell a shiny Manaphy to someone for well over $1,000, probably well over 10,000. It is fucking stupid. I've seen less rare Pokemon sell for more. Anyway, that's the entire lake here. Gone. Damn. Look at that. The entire fucking lake's gone. We've almost laid out a lot of this. We've almost laid out the whole thing. Anyway, fun. I am still actively upset that the fucking that game got a fucking cease and desist from Pokemon or Nintendo, whatever the fuck you want to say. And then Nintendo went on ahead to take the entire concept from the game that was around for, like, I don't fucking know how long. Multiple years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they just took the fucking concept completely and then made it into Sun and Moon. That is really fucking annoying. That you can just get a cease and desist, and then they can take the story that you wrote because it was put into a fan game of their franchise. Do, 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 do. It's Nintendo, the company that fucking copyright claimed anyone for having anything Nintendo on their YouTube. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this one. I mean, now I got a permanent air pocket in here at least. There's a lot of bullshit that happens with copyright on the internet. Like how a Russian guy fucking tried to copyright SCP as his own creation, and then charge like the wikis and shit for using his material that's not his in the slightest. And then them having to go to fucking court over it. It was fucking awful. You bitch! I'm annoyed. Especially because I'm out of fucking places to get ice. Places that are actively about to get destroyed to get ice from. I might be done. We got a lot of that done. The draining is just going to be tedious, and I really don't feel like fucking doing it right now. But now that all the ice walls are set up, except for a few, it'll be a hell of a lot easier. Because you got an entire lake set up, a short river set up. We got most of the other portion of the lake set up to be drained. Hell, we even have an underwater cavern set up to be drained. The only thing that's left is the other river that needs to be drained. A small portion of the lake that needs to be drained. And one set of underwater caves. Other than that, we're fine. We are good to go. It should only take, like, fucking 5 hours to drain everything. Which means that if I stop now, the next stream I'll definitely get it. But if I go and drain at least the lake, or the partial lake, or at least something, I'll definitely be able to finish it tomorrow. I think I'll be able to finish it tomorrow, period, though, which is the issue I'm having. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Because, one, it gives me time to think. There's absolutely no way that I can sit down and do fucking 5 to 6 hours of draining right the fuck now. One, I'll get way too bored way too fucking fast. And two, on top of me getting bored way too fucking fast, I have nothing else to talk about. And I don't give a damn how much of a freak you are on YouTube or Twitch. No one's gonna sit there and watch me do that. At least on the YouTube end. People will watch you do fucking anything. I've learned that multiple fucking times and I keep doubting it. But I know that it's true. I fucking sat down and watched... I watched fucking... Was it Smant? Sit down and watch fucking paint dry? Or was it Point Crow? I don't fucking remember. One of them watched grass grow and paint dry and was like the #1 on Twitch when they did it. They had the most viewers on Twitch during those streams. I don't fucking remember who did it. I'm pretty sure it was one of them. But I actually sat there and watched through that whole fucking thing. But yeah. I think I'm done. If I don't end now, I won't end, and if I don't end now, since I won't end it, I'll just sit down and just sit here doing fuck all, thinking about whether or not I should end it for like the next 12 hours straight, which is fucking atrocious. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it. If I don't, I'll just keep streaming. Doing fuck all for the next 3 hours. Tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, if I don't be a dumbass and I actually do stream. The next stream, period, is going to be draining all of that water. And then maybe setting up and starting the TNT dupers. I don't know if my streams are actually going to happen or not, as I'm trying to fix the sleep schedule, blah blah blah, excuses. Blah blah.